Hey guys, are you an optimist or are you a pessimist? Well, on the dial between extreme optimism to extreme pessimism, today I'd like to show you that I feel that the slight optimist has the best mindset for tournament performance. Let me explain. If you're a slight optimist, you understand the situation. You understand what just happened. You understand that you just pushed that serve into the net 2 times in a row. You're choosing to look ahead. So you understand the problem, you understand how to fix it, but you're choosing not to dwell too much on that, and then you're choosing to refocus on the next point. Usually people who are slight optimists, they don't get angry, they have a clear mind, they're also very coachable, they usually have a good perspective on winning and losing, and then even if they lose a match, they're able to easily bounce back for the next match. People that are extreme optimists oftentimes have a disconnect from reality. Okay, they just lost 8 points in a row, and here they are, super positive, which I'm a huge advocate for positive, but at the same time, there's a disconnect. They don't realize, hey, I just lost 8 points in a row. They're thinking, I'm just gonna take this guy down. Okay, oftentimes they have unreasonable expectations, and sometimes they can't make necessary adjustments because all they're focused on is, I'm gonna come back. I know I'm down 9-0, but I'm gonna come back. Okay, so oftentimes this is not a healthy mindset. What about an extreme pessimist? Extreme pessimist oftentimes is looking for excuses. So sometimes they're easily frustrated, sometimes they're not coachable, and with the extreme pessimist, because they get stuck on certain things, like the guy just hit too many nets, or I can't play here because it doesn't have a 35-foot ceiling, or I can't believe the event started 5 minutes late. So they're always looking for some kind of an excuse. That oftentimes extreme pessimists have a hard time bouncing back after a loss. Slight pessimists, they oftentimes disguise themselves as realists, and they see both sides of the equation. They see the optimistic side and they see the pessimistic side, but unfortunately they're choosing to dwell on the negative. So this is also not the ideal mindset. So if you want a positive mindset in a tournament, that's great. But you also have to consider what just happened on the last point. You've got to be able to kind of recap, you've got to be able to come up with your own tactics, and then you've got to be able to plan for the future. I read something recently from a coach. He said, when you're driving a car, do you oftentimes look through the front windshield or the rear view mirror? Well, you got to look at both. You got to look and see where you came from, but you also have to primarily look at where you're going. So the same thing is true as far as table tennis. When you're playing a match, you need to reflect back on which serves worked. You need to reflect back on which patterns didn't work. You need to reflect back on what happened, but most of it should be looking through the front windshield saying, what's next? How am I gonna plan for the next point? What am I gonna do next? As opposed to crying the blues about the 3 nets and edges the guy just got. All right, I'm Samson Dubina. Thanks for watching. I hope you join us right here in Akron, Ohio at the Samson Dubina Table Tennis Academy for some upcoming tournaments and training camps. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Thanks for watching.